Cubaan, cubaan satu. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Muzik mampu mengubah dunia. Assalamualaikum, selamat petang. Salam sejahtera kepada semua hadirin yang dihormati sekalian. Saya Muhammad Azmi Dolen dan selamat datang ke Majlis Pra-Pelancaran Buku Tranquility, Music Book dan CD. Piano Impression by Datuk Peter Pragas, sebuah majlis yang mengandungi bicara buku dan persembahan muzik anjuran perpustakaan negeri Sabah sempena Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kota Kinabalu tahun 2025. Terima kasih kepada semua hadirin yang sudi bersama-sama kami pada petang ini, baik secara fizikal di dalam dewan ini maupun yang sedang menonton majlis ini di dalam talian. Kita sekarang bersiaran langsung di platform YouTube Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah. Jadi sama-samalah kita menghayati perkongsian dan persembahan istimewa yang akan menggabungkan dunia buku dan muzik. Bagi memulakan majlis kita pada petang ini, dengan segala hormatnya majlis menjemput Pengarah Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah, Encik George Ching Yao untuk menyampaikan ucapan alu-aluan. Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih kepada pengerusi majlis. Selamat petang, salam sejahtera. Salam Malaysia Madani dan salam Sabah Maju Jaya. Yang berbahagia Puan Sandra Pragas, yang berusaha Encik Adrian Pragas. Siapa saya? Beliau ada di sini? Oh, okey. Para tetamu kehormat, rakan-rakan media serta hadirin sekalian. Para hadirin yang dihormati sekalian. Selamat datang ke sesi bicara buku yang sangat istimewa. Anjuran Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah sempena Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kota Kinabalu 2025. Terlebih dahulu, bagi pihak perpustakaan, kami ingin melahirkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan dan ucapan terima kasih yang tidak terhingga kepada Puan Sandra Pragas dan Encik Adrian. Kehadiran dan kesudian tuan-tuan dan puan-puan untuk untuk berkongsi warisan muzik ayahanda tercinta Datuk Peter Pragas merupakan penghormatan yang tidak ternilai bagi perpustakaan. Sesi bicara buku pada petang yang indah ini menjanjikan lebih bermakna dengan kehadiran waris utama yang akan membicarakan tentang khazanah muzik agung beliau. Hadirin sekalian, buku yang akan kita bicarakan pada hari ini ialah bertajuk Tranquility, Piano Impression. Bukan sekadar kompilasi skor muzik biasa, ia adalah satu warisan bagi negeri Sabah yang tidak ternilai. Datuk Pragas, seorang komposer ulung, kelahiran Borneo, telah berjaya menyatukan keindahan melodi tradisional tempatan, khususnya rentak, kerazan dusun dan kehalusan muzik klasik barat. Karya-karya beliau dalam buku ini membawa kita mengembara ke dalam jiwa dan ketenangan alam Borneo melalui bahasa piano yang digubah indah. Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah merasa sangat bangga kerana berpeluang membawa Puan Sandra dan Encik Adrian untuk memperkenalkan koleksi yang amat berharga ini kepada masyarakat Sabah. dalam Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kota Kinabalu tahun 2025. Penerbitan buku ini sudah tentunya akan memperkayakan koleksi warisan negeri Sabah di perpustakaan kami, perpustakaan kita. Ini akan memastikan gubahan hebat mendiang Datuk Peter Pragas terus kekal hidup dalam dan dapat diakses oleh generasi yang akan datang. Kami berharap buku Tranquility Piano Impression ini akan menjadi sumber inspirasi yang mendalam, terutamanya kepada pemuzik, komposer dan semua penduduk tempatan Sabah untuk terus menghargai dan melestarikan kejayaan budaya seni kita. Akhir kata dari saya, mari kita bersama-sama menikmati sesi perkongsian yang penuh bermakna ini. Sekian dan terima kasih.
Terima kasih kepada Encik George Ye atas ucapan lalu-laluan tersebut. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, saya ingin mengalihkan perhatian anda sekejap ke kaca skrin di hadapan kita ini kerana sebentar lagi kita akan menyaksikan sebuah tayangan video khas, rakaman khas daripada UK, saya percaya daripada UK, yang telah disediakan oleh Encik Adrian Pragas. Jadi, tanpa membuang masa lagi, sama-sama kita saksikan.
Kopi Vosian, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow music lovers. I am delighted to welcome you today, this November day of 2025, at this book launch as we celebrate Datuk Peter Pragas's third music book. I am Adrian Pragas, and I hope this message carries my heart across the miles to the land below the wind. It has been a long time coming, especially for me and my sister Sandra. In fact, it's been exactly 2 decades since Tranquility was first conceived by our late Papa in 2005. Firstly, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of this international book fair. It is the perfect setting for launching Tranquility, a tribute to heritage, harmony, and home. Now then, Tranquility completes our Papa's trilogy of music books, a work that resonates with emotion, memory, and cultural depth.
Revered as the father of Sabah modern music,
he devoted his life to composing melodies that captured the soul of Sabah, its landscapes, its people, and its rich ethnic heritage. His music isn't just sounds. It is storytelling. From Kasakazan do Bambazon to Kanu Sumazau, his compositions invite us to dance, reflect, and remember. For me, he played like there is a conversation going on, like the echoes of Tranquility. This book is more than a collection. It's a bridge between generations that offer a rare glimpse into the composer's own emotional interpretation. It is his gift to learners, performers, and all who seek to understand the cultural resonance of Sabah's musical identity. As we turn its pages and listen to its notes, we honor not only Datuk Pragas's legacy, but the spirit of Sabah and Malaysia itself. Vibrant, diverse, and deeply musical. Let this launch be a moment of reflection, celebration, and renewed commitment to preserving the Sabah musical style that shaped our heritage. Finally, to the organizers and the Sabah State Library especially, Sandra and I thank you immensely for your support. To Sandra, my ever-loving sister, we continue to share life's colorful journey. Kotohuadan, everyone, for your time, and enjoy the rest of this eventful day with lasting piano impressions. Keep calm and be tranquil always. Cheers!
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Demikian tadi tayangan video khas, rekaman khas oleh Encik Adrian Pragas. Seterusnya, kita akan berkenalan dengan karya Tranquility, Piano Impressions by Datuk Peter Pragas yang akan disampaikan oleh Puan Sandra Pragas. Untuk makluman, Puan Sandra merupakan anak kepada mendiang Datuk Peter Pragas dan juga merupakan adik-beradik kepada Encik Adrian Pragas. Bersama mereka menghasilkan buku dan karya Tranquility, Piano Impressions by Datuk Peter Pragas. Tanpa membuang masa lagi, kita ingin menjemput Puan Sandra Pragas untuk tampil ke atas sebentar. Terima kasih.
Thank you and welcome to our esteemed guests, Datuk Reverend Father Felix, Datin Celestina Gino, Dr. Jacqueline Pukatingan, Datin Kusna, Mrs. Poon, Lutz, Victor and Annie Lutz, Pengarah George, and all my friends, class friends, and all of you are very dear to our heart. Roger Wang, musicians who have come together to put this together, and that includes Leslie Chin, David Lupang, Primus Chew, a young lady who's going to be playing the bass guitar, Erin Cheong, and then we have the son of Sonny Bahari, who is known as Bob. Where are you? Lukman, there. Okay, so we've got all of you, and this is a beautiful crowd over here. I'm here to introduce, my brother has done all the introduction. I can't compete with that. But I'm here to talk about the book and to obviously touch base with the fact that my father came as early as 1957 to Sabah, became and was just lured into the sounds of Sabah and made it his home. And so Oopsie. And so with that, he stayed on, and the rest is history where that is concerned. He became known as the father of modern Sabah music. I'd also like to talk now a little bit about the Tranquility, which, as my brother had mentioned, is a trilogy of books containing music notes. And the reason why we set out to do this was to give it back to the people of Sabah, where research and music arrangement can be done, live recording of music can be heard, so that arrangement of music can be done by aspiring musicians as well. So after all that my brother said, here I would like to show you the book and continue with saying and aspiring young musicians to find your path, never to give up, and to keep the music playing, especially the rich cultural heritage of Sabah. Thank you, everyone.
Terima kasih Puan Sandra atas perkongsian karya Tranquility yang amat bermakna tadi. Seterusnya, kita akan teruskan acara kepada satu segmen yang sangat penting dalam majlis petang ini, yaitu sesi Bicara Buku Tranquility Piano Impression by Datuk Peter Pragas. Sesi ini akan dikendalikan oleh moderator kita, seorang host, announcer dan MC yang amat dikenali ramai, Encik Randy Ricky yang lebih mesra dikenali sebagai DJ Randy, bersama dengan dua panelis yang tidak asing lagi dalam dan music, yaitu Puan Sandra Pragas serta Encik Roger Wang. Tanpa membuang masa lagi, mari kita dengar sesi Bicara Buku Tranquility Piano Impression by Datuk Peter Pragas. Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih kepada saudara pengacara majlis, sahabat saya, MC hebat dan MC terhulung, saudara Azmi. Terima kasih Azmi. Assalamualaikum, salam Malaysia Madani dan selamat datang. A very good evening to ladies and gentlemen. So as for today, kita akan bersama-sama pada hari ini bersama-sama dengan Puan Sandra dan juga Tuan Roger Wang yang bersama-sama dengan kita pada hari ini, dan kita ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua. So allow me to speak in bahasa and English, okay? Because sometimes my English is somewhere somehow around this time, okay? So we do bilingual, okay? Alright. So we would like to welcome our fellow adik-adik kita from SMK Gun Sanat Keningau. Thank you. On the other side, thank you. Thank you for being here all the way from Keningau. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Dan saya akan mention dari semasa ke semasa. Okay, let's go. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for having me, and thank you so much for Madam Antonia for having me for today. Thank you for inviting me to be with these beautiful guests. You know, I feel so honored to be here today. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's one of my bucket list. I like your brother video, Adrian, just now. I like it, but one thing he should change: the mark logo from Liverpool to Manchester United. He should change it. Yeah, is it okay? Yeah.
I hope he's hearing that,
Yeah.
because it's a live telecast as well.
Yeah.
So he's probably seeing from the other end.
So change to Manchester United because Manchester United is the best team in the world. Thank you. Okay, we'll be back to the book, okay? Okay, tell us the backstory of Pragas and how he got into music, and in particular, the cultural music. As we know, I think he's the pioneer and became known as father of modern Sabah music. Please, ma'am.
Yes. In starting the story, obviously, it goes back to his birthplace, which is Penang, and also he was born and raised there, and he got most of his formal teaching in the St. Xavier's Institution. So he was there and completed his high school in Penang. But Penang was the start of his path in music. And his father was my grandfather, who was a choir master at the St. Francis Xavier. And he was also working at Echo as an editor. So he would finish the last print, before it goes out, at roughly about 3 o'clock in the morning, and he would walk back to Sri Bahari Road. And the masses there used to start like super early at 6 o'clock. So he was supposed to go, but he was tired after a long day's work, you can imagine. So eventually it fell on my father, who was 7 years old, tender age. And so he had to go to the church and play in place of my grandfather. So that's how it all started. He has stories telling you about how he could not even reach the foot pedals of the organ. And so he carried on. It started that way. So Gregorian, Latin, church, secular type of music was the first introduction. And then he carried on even during school days, he was recognized as having the talent and was given a scholarship to go off, a Queen's scholarship to England. But he was only 15 years old, and so my grandfather couldn't let him go. Those days, it's not easy. Playing, if you go, you may never come back kind of thing, yeah? So he carried on nonetheless, and he went into Bangsawan Harmonium. He was playing at Wembley Hall, and so eventually it took him to Penang it took him to India, where it was important there. This is an important part of his musical journey, because it was there that he played with very famous musicians and learnt Carnatic music, which comprised of tones, semitones, and microtones. And so that was where he thrived as well. They enjoyed the Western influence that he brought into India, working with Gemini Studios and all these other places. Eventually, he came back to Penang. He was struck with a little bit of an illness, so it brought him back to Penang. But again, he carried on to Singapore and eventually came to the land below the wind to visit his sister who was here. And the rest is truly history, because he fell in love with the place. He heard the grass cutters. You'll hear, there'll be some write-ups coming out this Sunday on Borneo Post, how he fell in love with the sounds of Sabah, the simple, monotonic songs of the grass cutter, and then decided that this was where he was going to settle. And he went into Radio Sabah and became the first music director for Radio Sabah. So along with that, he carried on and went into the interior to carry out the Talentine contest. He was very active in all that, and with very limited manpower, you can imagine. But he brought them in, he's recognized it, and till today, as we put together all the music that he composed, like Kazakazando Bambazon, which means welcoming the paddy spirit, he went into the interior to get all that inspiration and found the true musical style that blended Western instruments with our traditional instruments. And yes, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Puan. So it's a long journey actually, right? And then, he settled down in Sabah and then produced some good music for Sabah. And as part of Sabahan, we are so proud to have him. Thank you so much. We are so proud. Okay, sebelum saya tanya mengenai production of Tranquility piano book atau music book ni, saya nak tanya pada Mr. Roger Wang. Okay? Sebenarnya Mr. Roger adalah orang yang banyak terinfluence daripada music. You are one of the Pragas influence. You got the influence from the Pragas family. So how it influenced you actually, sir? Can you share it? At the first moment you hear the music and you're influenced by it. Can you share it with us?
Okay, thank you. Good question. Good question. Actually, I've been hearing a lot of Peter Pragas music without knowing that it was from him. There is one song that they always play on RTM. I call it the RTM theme song because every day they play that song. But I didn't know who wrote that song, but it left a very strong impression on me because it's an instrumental song. There was no traditional instruments on it, no bungkau, no gong, no sampoton. And I think it was played by the combo RTM. I remember brass and piano. So there's no indication that this is where this song is from. But somehow I knew that this song is Sabahan. It was so strong. And I couldn't understand why. But I knew it, even as a kid. And that question, like how do you do that? I've been carrying that question with me for a long time. And later I found out that it was written by the Datuk Peter Pragas, which made me even wonder even more because he's not Sabahan. So you cannot say that he's born with it. You know, you can argue that you're born Sabahan, somehow the music is in you, it comes out like that. But he wasn't Sabahan. So that was the brilliance of it, I think, that he was able to come here, he fell in love with the place, and he understood the music from a very deep place. He understood the soul of the music.
Yes.
And it's only when you can understand it at that level that you can bring it further. I think that's why we recognize him as the father of modern Sabah music, because he modernized it, he didn't westernize it, which is very important. And the only way you can modernize something is to truly understand it in a very deep way and to have that kind of respect and love for it. So because he is able to do that, whether it's a piano piece, an orchestra, or combo RTM, you can recognize it's Sabahan, And so that was the biggest lesson for me. Something I try to do, and I try to learn more by asking that question, how? Because, as a musician or artist in Sabah, once in a while you always ask the question, what is my identity as a Sabah musician if I don't play a traditional instrument? I play the guitar, it's a Western instrument. But, does that make me less of a Sabahan? You see? So I found that very inspiring because it showed that no, it's not what you play, but it's where the music is coming from that defines you as whether you're a Sabahan musician or not. So I carry that with me, throughout my life being a musician, and it's a big inspiration. So thank you for that.
Got to thank Papa for that. And you've been very supportive of him. Even when we did the recording for just the first love song, it was done in your studio with my late sister.
Yes.
Yeah. So that brings the positive connection that we have as musicians. And we in support of each other. It went beyond. It was just a deeper connection into music.
Yeah. What's the title of the song? The love song, is it? Love song?
The first love song, which I'll be singing later.
Oh, you sing later? Okay, I wait. Okay. Then no need to reveal the title. Later lah, you reveal. Okay, let's move on to we go straight forward to the books. The Tranquility music book with CD. What were the joys and challenge faced during this publishing of the book?
Oh, wow. The joyful part was seeing it come together. Just, and my brother, I must give him a lot of credit because the first book was titled as Music from Sabah, which was put together and edited by my late sister as well. It came with a CD. It was the first book which was proudly launched at the Sutra Harbour, and it had all the endorsement write-ups from wonderful people. And the second one was Malaysian Piano Interludes, which was launched in KL at the Pan Pacific, all well supported and so forth. The third one, Tranquility, we got private sponsors to do that because it has always been a challenge to get the grants, and so even in my father's time, he dug deep into his pocket. Sampai I would say berlubang ba. Pocket dia berlubang sudah, because he was trying so hard. And he promoted local talent. So we have a lady here who will be singing a song that was played and accompanied by my father because he wanted young talent to also shine. And also with the veteran composers, he went into that. As soon as he finished the Malaysian Piano Interludes, whatever money he got from that went into the next project. That was my father, digging really deep into his pockets to also bring recognition to the other composers and singers like M.Y. Ismail. He was a very dear friend, and he was also shown in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And what is the most important thing to Pragas family that these compositions be published and shared? Maybe you can share a little bit.
Yeah. The reason why we went on a limb to do this is even though it took like Tranquility 20 years, there's a lot of message in that. That for my brother and I, it was personal because he was our father and we wanted to give him a helping hand. We grew up with music around us because of him, and our passion for music and being naturally musically inclined comes from both my father and my mother, who could sing very well. So that's the thing that we got to do with the Tranquility book. Yeah.
So okay, back to Mr. Roger. How can this type of music can influence, especially the youth? Maybe you can share maybe your opinion about this kind of music. I mean piano, this for nowadays the youth. I mean belia semua dia punya music lain tau. So piano, my time I like piano. I influenced by piano during Winter Sonata thing lah, 2002. I'm still young, I'm 18 now. I'm still young. Okay, and macam mana kita nak attract the youth through this kind of music?
To the music of Peter Pragas?
Yes.
I think we need to have more people giving their own interpretation of the music lah. Of course, if it's just remain in the library, that defeats the purpose lah. Yeah. So we have to somehow get different people to have their own versions of the songs to play. Yeah, do their own covers lah.
Yeah.
That's what word they use now. They do your own cover of the song.
Yeah.
Then the more they do that, the more people will know, and the more people will start to ask about Datuk Peter Pragas, his life and his music. That's the only way to maintain the legacy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are sharing
Yep.
his work with everyone. And like Roger Wang being an extremely good guitarist, he showcases it with a string instrument, something that can be taken forward that way. And my father's music has gone all over the world. Is there a gentleman here by the name of Simon? There he is, yeah. Who, he can say more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
With the orchestra that he took to Taiwan, I think, and showcased it. Simon, I actually would like to give you the mic. But yeah, he brought it to Taiwan, and it was with a Chinese orchestra. We've had many more, actually. It's just, even the Kazakazan has been sung all over the world, and many have done different music arrangement on it. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing. Our next step forward is to also prepare for the veteran composers where the notes are available, and that too one day will become a book that other aspiring musicians can look at, including The Land Below the Wind. We have some of his handwritten notes, the music scores that were hand-penned, and so that is so valuable. We want to get that out so that everyone can look at the original notes and also hear the live recording of how he had played and make your own music, you know, people. We want you to compose to show that this can be done. And Roger, we would like to see your book one fine day.
Yeah, one fine day,
You
for
know?
sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, before we end this session, I need to ask you, as someone who was raised around Datuk Peter Pragas, tell us what was it like as he created his work? Maybe a little bit throwback, a little bit maybe? Share with us, can you share with us, please?
There was music in the air all of my life. I can remember music on the background growing up all of my life. I can cite and sing. I started, even it was just, like Doris Day, Nat King Cole, all these, Tom Jones, all the oldies. So I remember once when I was 5 years old, 5, 6 years old, and he came back home from work, and Doris Day, the music of Hello Darling, Nice to See You. And I was singing it, it was all here already, And he gave a chuckle because that was how it was. So we were singing everywhere we went. Sonny Bahari was our neighbor, and apparently he heard me belting out quite a lot too. And it just influenced them as well. And his son is here, Bob. Yeah. There's Sonny is there too.
One of the DJ as well,
Yeah,
Sabah, is it?
Sonny.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Sonny.
One of the DJ as well.
These are the people who should get the mic as well, of how he influenced them. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. When you told us just now the name of the singer, Nat.
Land Below the Wind. It
Land
was
Below the Wind.
the first EMI production coming from Sabah.
Yeah.
In the 70s. Yeah.
So because I'm too old this song as well. Benny King, but any of the oldie song. I love to listen to the oldie song as well. Sometime lah, kan? Yeah, because it's good. The lyric is good, Sometimes it touch your soul. That's the good thing of the oldie song. Yeah? Right. Before we end the show, sir, your hope about this book. This is the third book, is it? What is your hope as you are one of the influenced by the music as well? So, what is your hope? From Mr. Roger.
My hope for the book, like I said just now, my hope that the book doesn't just remain on the shelf.
Yes.
Yeah, that it makes its way to the stage, to the recording studios, to YouTube, to Spotify, and have more people know about it.
Yeah.
That's what I hope.
Yes. So for Sandra, what's next for the pipeline of Pragas publications? Maybe you can share it.
Yes.
Yes.
We are carrying on. The next in the pipeline of the Pragas production will be the veteran composers, where we are going to put their notes, the notes that were penned down by my father, into that as well, with the recordings, the phone audio recording as well. So you get to see all this. It's of M.Y. Ismail singing some of his songs. Of course, he sang many songs, and Momen Wali, who is also there. So at least some of this was already preserved by my father. He would have done more had there been sufficient grants given. As the sole breadwinner, he brought us, the three of us, up pretty well. Adrian becoming an engineer, myself an educator, and my late sister was a piano teacher. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much to Puan Sandra and Mr. Roger Wang. Thank you for this session, and thank you for the ladies and gentlemen here. Right, thank you. And semoga kita akan berjumpa lagi pada masa akan datang. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Tranquility, piano impressions by Datuk Peter Pragas. Terima kasih dan sehingga kita berjumpa lagi. Jangan ke mana-mana, selepas ini ada persembahan-persembahan istimewa lagi. Daripada tetamu-tamu kita ada daripada combo RTM, sahabat-sahabat saya dan juga yang lain-lain. Dan pastinya Puan Sandra akan mendendangkan lagu untuk kita semua. I'm waiting for it, ma'am. I'm waiting for it, sir. I'm waiting for it. Okay? Itu saya daripada kami. Terima kasih dan terima kasih kepada semua dan pastikan seperti yang diberitakan oleh Tuan Raja Wang tadi, buku ini tidak berada di library saja. Mungkin selepas ini ada tour untuk ke sekolah-sekolah. Mungkin ada tour yang akan dibuat oleh buku ini dan kita akan sebarkan buku ini. Bukan saja di Sabah, mungkin juga ke seluruh dunia. Kembali kepada sahabat saya Azmi. Terima kasih semua. Thank you.
Terima kasih kepada rakan moderator saya DJ Randy dan serta kedua-dua panelis di atas Bicara Buku sebentar tadi. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian, majlis kita akan diteruskan dengan persembahan khas, persembahan musikal daripada pemuzik tempatan yang berbakat. Antaranya ialah Encik Roger Wang dengan lagu Kano Semwazau dan Bambazon, Leslie Chin, David Lupang dan Primus Chew dengan lagu The First Love Song yang juga akan dinyanyikan oleh Puan Sandra Pragas sebentar nanti, dan combo RTM dalam ingatan Gubahan Matlan Sekudat, Kasakazan Do Bambazon, Sinduolku Koi Hadanku, Gubahan Jivily Josephine Lontuis, Just For You, Papa Mama dan Sabah Melody. Jadi tanpa membuang masa, kita persembahkan Terima kasih Encik Roger Wang, berikan tepukan gemuruh. Seterusnya, mari kita dengar persembahan dari Leslie Chin, David Lupang dan Primus Chew dengan lagu The First Love Song yang juga akan dinyanyikan oleh Puan Sandra Pragas. Dipersilakan.
Hello? Yes. Okay, as we set up, I would like to also give credit that the person who had set to lyric the first love song is none other than Datuk Reverend Father Felix. And there were two songs. One was the first love song, and the other one was a Thanksgiving song. So that one is to come out. Yeah? Okay. Please give a hand to Dr. Father Felix, person who gave the lyrics to my father. Cordless. Testing. Testing. Do we have another 2 mics? Can we have another 2 mics? Can we have 2 more mics, please?
Check.
I think that one needs to be plugged in.
Primus? Primus. Mana Primus? Okay, are we ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience.
this could be called a woman, because she was taken out of man. This is why a man leaves his father and mother and becomes attached to his wife, and then become one flesh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kita beri tupukan gemuruh kepada Puan Sandra Pragas bersama rakan-rakan. Right. Seterusnya persembahan terakhir pada hari ini. Okay, kita akan tampilkan combo RTM yang akan membawa beberapa lagu yang bertajuk Dalam Ingatan, Gubahan Matlan Sekudat, Kasakazan do Bambazon, Sindualku Koi Hadanku, Gubahan Jivily Josephine Lontuis, Just For You, Papa Mama, dan Sabah Melody. Jadi sementara mereka sedang membuat setup untuk persembahan ini, mari kita sama-sama beri tepukan kepada combo RTM.
Check. Hello, check mic 1, 2. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be here today, and I see so many familiar faces. I have my, used to be my lecturer, Dr. Jack. I don't think you remember me. Yeah, and we love your class so much. We really enjoyed it. And we have Mr. Roger, and then we have Mr. Sunny, okay, and then Mr. Yap having a good time with his food there. So I'm Evelyn. I'm part of Combo RTM Sabah. So while they are setting up, I would like to introduce some of them. The total of us are 13 musicians from RTM Sabah. So, but only today there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do a small setup for this event today, which is Tranquility Piano Impression by Datuk Peter Pragas. So we are really honored to be part of this program today. So while they're setting up, once again, I'm Evelyn, and I'm the music archivist in RTM Sabah. Yeah, I handle the music scores. Yeah, and then I also produce some TV, no, not TV, radio programs. Yeah, and also I play the cello. Okay, and then we have Nadia. Nadia is our second keyboardist. Yeah, and then we also have Abang Nizam on the first keyboard there. Yeah. And we have Jali who's sitting down, who's playing bass. Yeah, Jali, tunjuk lu muka. Yeah. So Jali was also one of Dr. Jack's pupil some times ago. Yeah. Okay. He is actually a guitarist, but I don't know why he wants to change to bass. Dia mau kasih tutup periuk nasi orang bass kali ini. Yeah. So he's actually the guitarist of Combo RTM Sabah. And also we have Abang Suhaimi over there who's playing the cajon. Yeah. And then he's a very good percussionist. And we also have our guitarist there, Romeo. Yes. And then the last one over there is Brian Leong. So he plays all kinds of blowing instruments. He can play all kinds of saxophones, from soprano to baritone, I think. You played baritone before, Brian. And then he plays the, oh yeah, you got a fan there. Old fan. Okay, he also plays the flute. He plays the Chinese flute. He plays the clarinet. I don't know what else you can play, Brian. He also plays the piano, actually. Yeah, so multi-instrumentalist. And also not forgetting one of our soloists, which is Linda over there. Also our media social producer. Yeah, she plays the viola, but today she's the photographer. And also, Linda and me are doing the crew job today. Yeah. Okay, so while waiting, anybody's here know Combo RTM had existed for such a long time, very, very long time. Ever heard? Yeah, so I don't know. Our generation is which generation? I am not sure. So, yes. I read about it. I never heard about it because I wasn't born yet. Yeah, but I grew up with RTM. So I watched TV1, TV2. It's all childhood memories over there, yeah. But sadly, I didn't manage to hear any, yes, I didn't manage, tidak sempat lah orang bilang. Okay, belum sampai masa. But through this event, I think we can learn a lot about the history, about how Sabahan music grow from traditional to modern, right? As you can hear what Mr. Roger did just now, an improvisation of, what do you call that? Come on. Fingerstyle, yes, thank you. Fingerstyle of Kasakazan Bambazon, right? Yeah, so it was really nice. It really has a tranquility in there. Yeah. So I hope everyone can be patient. Let's do a little bit of waiting here first, because I believe it's not easy to set up this kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, and also I forgot to mention our chief, maybe like our ketua combo, yes, our chief combo, which is Mr. Matlan Sukudat, also a guitarist. Yeah, he's the one that did the arrangement, transcribing in RTM Sabah, and he also do a lot of songwriting, producing, yeah. So he's the ketua combo, kami punya ketua combo. Okay, ada bunyi-bunyi sudah. Jali is impatient. All right, everything is okay? So Combo RTM will present 4 songs. So one of it is Sabah Melody, Just For You, Papa, Mama, Casa Casa No Bambazon, and one more is the one that our Ketua Combo did the song. He composed the song. It's called Diingati, Always Remembered. So everybody, please welcome Combo RTM Sabah.
Terimalah lagu Sindulku, Koihadanku. Ketuhanan, terima kasih.
Demikian tadi persembahan musikal yang cukup memukau, cukup mendamaikan, dipersembahkan oleh RTM Combo. Kita berikan tepukan yang gemuruh kepada RTM Combo atas persembahan tersebut. Baiklah hadirin sekalian, kita hampir ke penghabisan acara. Kita akan teruskan kepada acara penyampaian cendera kenangan. Jadi dengan ini majlis sekali lagi ingin mempersilakan pengarah Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah, Encik George Ching Yao, untuk menyampaikan cendera kenangan. Dipersilakan ke pentas. Baiklah, sekali lagi kita mempersilakan pengarah Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah, Encik George Ching Yao, untuk menyampaikan cendera kenangan. Dipersilakan. Baiklah, penerima cendera kenangan yang pertama, dipersilakan ke pentas Puan Sandra Pragas. Diminta penerima cenderamata cendera kenangan untuk kekal berada di pentas bagi sesi bergambar. Seterusnya dipersilakan Encik Roger Wang untuk hadir ke pentas. Seterusnya Encik Matlan Sekudat, sila hadir ke pentas. Persilakan. Baiklah, majlis mempersilakan Puan Jivily Josephine Lontius untuk hadir ke pentas menerima cendera kenangan. Persilakan. Dan penerima terakhir, kita persilakan DJ Randy untuk menerima cendera kenangan. Dipersilakan ke pentas. Baiklah, dipersilakan untuk semua penerima untuk bergambar bersama Tuan Pengarah Perpustakaan. Baiklah, terima kasih dan diminta untuk kekal di atas pentas kerana kita ada cendera kenangan yang kedua yang akan disampaikan oleh Puan Sandra. Jadi dengan itu, kita minta dipersilakan Puan Sandra untuk ke atas pentas semula bagi menyampaikan cendera kenangan. Baiklah, untuk penerima cendera kenangan pertama daripada Puan Sandra Pragas, cendera kenangan tersebut akan dianugerahkan kepada Datuk Father Felix. Okey, minta maaf. Anugerah cendera kenangan pertama diberikan kepada pengarah Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah dan anugerah cendera kenangan yang kedua dihadiahkan kepada Datuk Father Felix. Terima kasih diucapkan kepada pengarah Perpustakaan Negeri Sabah dan juga Puan Sandra Pragas atas kesetujuan memberikan dan menerima cendera kenangan sempena majlis ini. Baiklah, hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, kita telah pun selesai dengan majlis kita pada hari ini. Jadi dengan ini majlis berakhirlah sudah majlis Tranquility Piano Impression by Datuk Peter Pragas sempena Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kota Kinabalu tahun 2025. Jadi sebelum kita beredar, diminta para hadirin untuk scan QR code yang akan dipaparkan di skrin untuk kehadiran pada majlis hari ini. Dan terima kasih kepada semua yang hadir dan menjayakan program pada petang ini. Dan saya Muhammad Azmi bin Dolen ingin mengundur diri dengan ucapan terima kasih dan selamat petang.